Okay, your next graphic design project is going to be called My Magazine, where you're going to create a title. There's going to be a picture of you, a featured headline, some smaller headlines, a price, and a barcode. And I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to take that picture that we took in front of the green screen, and you're going to be able to download it to your computer. So just like you see here, I've got a picture of myself in front of a fake background that I created. So you're going to go into Google Classroom and you're going to click on the link for the Media Arts green screen folder, and you're going to find your picture, you're going to click on it, and then you're going to hit that down arrow in the upper right hand corner so that you can download your image. Then what you're going to want to do is take that image from your downloads bar and drag it to your desktop. So this way your image will automatically save here. So there it is on my desktop, and I'm going to just double click on that, and it's going to open up with the application called Preview. Okay, so let me make this full screen here. Alright, you're going to click on the little tool icon, which is over there on the right, and when I click on that, I'm going to select the second tool in called the Magic Wand, and I'm going to click and slowly start dragging to select the background. You can see how it's turning red and all those areas are selected. Now you see I've gone a little too far and I got my shoes, so I'm going to come back a little bit. And now there's this dotted line that's all around me, and I'm going to hit the delete key and then select convert so that that will remove my background except for the green that you can see there between my arms and legs there. So I'm going to repeat that process for each one of those and hit delete each time to remove that. Now a lot of the little green specks still end up in the background, so I'm going to use my wand one more time for that large chunk. But then to get the rest of them, I'm going to draw a lasso around them. So by selecting on your select tool and doing a lasso selection, you can just draw around anything in your image that you want to remove. So it works really nicely for cleaning up these small parts of green that remain. So I'm going to go right past the shoe there. And I need to connect my lasso so that it's one shape. And then I'm going to hit the delete key. And when I do, now all the green has been removed, or at least enough for this project. So I'm going to go ahead and close Preview, and remember I dragged my image to the desktop first, so it's going to be saved on the desktop. If you didn't do this, you'll have to figure out where it went by recents in your Finder, but you should still be able to find it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the My Magazine project, and I made a copy of this, so I have My Magazine. And I'm going to go ahead and take that image. Now I have to close it first, so I'm just taking the file from its location. So from the desktop, I'm going to drag that onto my drawing, and now there's a transparent image of myself that I just cut out. Alright, so I'm going to change my background so that you can see what this would look like. I'm going to go to a gradient. I'll choose this gradient blue here, and so now that's my background, and I'm layered in front of that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some word art. I'll just do a Time magazine cover so you can kind of see what that would look like. And so there's my word art for this. I'm going to change the font to Cinzel because that really looks like Time magazine's font. And I can kind of play around with this and see how I'd like it. Now one great thing about doing a transparent background is you can layer things and still be able to see a little bit. And this is something that you'll see on examples from Time magazine from time to time. So I want to actually put myself in front of the letters just a little bit. So I'm going to hit Arrange with my object selected, and then I'll do Order and Bring to the front. I could also hit Command Shift and Up, and so you can kind of see how that's created. Alright, so for your magazine, in addition to having a title, you'll also have some headlines from your story. So here's going to be my headline, right? So Teacher of the Year. So there you go, and so I'm just doing that as a text box. Whenever I do large pieces of text, I use it as a text box. Unless I really need those artistic qualities to it, then I would do it as word art. So you'll continue the process here. You'll add a barcode. You can just search for those images, and I think you'll be able to figure that out. And here's a great example from a student from a few years ago with lots of different elements. So good luck with your magazine.